Well, I have something positive to talk about.
Really?
Have you ever wanted to consume YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels at the exact same time?
With 3 different scrolls happening and 3 different rates?
Do I have a phone for you?
You ever wanted to watch Quibi, Tubi, and Phoebe at the same time?
Bring back Quibi.
Samsung
Too early.
Galaxy Z TriFold.
Z TriFold, baby. We finally got an announcement. We were waiting for this. They were saying by December. They technically did it December 1st.
Yeah.
I think.
So to be clear, we got some information.
Yeah.
We didn't get a price yet.
No.
But we got to
Korean
see
price.
the device. Oh, we did.
Korean price.
Okay. And we got to see the device in action. There's a couple YouTube videos out about it now and some specs, and we can see how it folds. So there's the single display, and then there's the unfolding, the inside for the triple display.
Explain how it folds to audio listeners.
Okay. So, picture one of those pamphlets, one of those trifold pamphlets, right? Where you have like a left, a right, and a middle. And just go ahead and fold the left and the right over each other. So you have a single column. That single column is a 6.5-inch screen, single screen setup. And then you open both at the same time, and you have a 10-inch tablet on the inside. So there is no like 2-screen version because there's only a single or a tri, but it's like one of those pamphlets, you know,
like a menu, like a big menu,
like a map,
yeah,
like a map. Or like, I'm thinking of like the souvenir shop and like they have like
at the zoo,
like a brochure.
When you're at the zoo,
a brochure. Thank you. Yeah,
a brochure.
That's what I'm picturing.
They should have just called it the Samsung
Galaxy brochure. Yeah, so TriFold. So this phone will have a Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy, which is the last gen. It's not the 8 Elite Gen 5, but Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. It will be, like I said, 6.5 inches on the front, 1080p, 120 hertz AMOLED. It will be 10 inches, 16 by 11, 120 hertz, 2160 by 1584.
Which feels low resolution.
A little low, but I think that will work hand in hand with its 5600 milliamp hour total battery, which is not huge. It's a 10-inch screen, so I think having less pixels will be better for battery life.
We're spoiled.
Triple cameras. You have a 200 megapixel main camera. Seems like a flagship camera. Haven't tested it myself yet, but that's a good sign. Also a 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto. Which a lot of people replied to my tweet. How will a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto be better than punching in on the 200 megapixel primary camera?
Yeah.
To which I replied, I don't know. The optics and the lens of the 3x telephoto could make it feel better than the crop on the primary.
The photo sites are much larger on a 10 megapixel.
So maybe in lower light, it will be better. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Ironically, because usually the telephoto is the worst at low light.
Exactly.
So,
titanium hinge, aluminum body, IP48 rating. And all the way unfolded, it's all the way down to 3.9 millimeters.
Which is the thinnest Samsung phone they've ever made. Even thinner than the Fold 7.
I don't know if you realize how thin 3 millimeters is. Like when we talk about the thinnest phones that we've seen so far, we're in the range of 5 to 6 millimeters. And that's like iPhone Air. That's S25 Edge. Those are 5 millimeter phones. 3.9 millimeters is crazy thin. I haven't held this yet.
That's true.
But watching the videos, it seems crazy. And to fit like meaningful compute and battery and storage and all that in this phone is genuinely impressive.
Well, it's funny though, because then when it's folded, it's apparently stupid thick.
Right.
And
So
like this doesn't even feel like a normal phone.
Yeah, exactly. Folding this thing up is going to be its weak point. It's going to feel like a chunk, like a 12, 13 millimeter thick phone.
Yeah.
Which you guys probably haven't used a phone that thick in many years, but unfolded is kind of the point.
Big chunker. Unfolded, it's 4.2. The Fold 7 was 4.2. So it's slightly thinner than the Fold 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is crazy.
The first iPhone was 11.6 millimeters thick.
Yeah. This is thicker than
This is thicker than that.
Thick phone.
It does do 45 watt wired charging, which is kind of surprising for something that thin. I'm curious about the heat dissipation.
Yeah, what kind of heat dissipation? What kind of
dissipation?
Yeah. 3 millimeters thick. You can't have very much.
Yeah. 309 grams. It's very heavy. The Z Fold 7 was 215. So just add another third to that.
Yeah.
As you would.
Everything kind of steps up in thirds, right? 200 something grams for the dual screen.
The battery capacity did not quite step up in thirds.
True.
Yeah.
The price did.
It's true.
So what was the price?
So, okay. People are expecting this to cost $2,800. That's about the conversion rate from the Korean price.
Okay.
Which a $3,000 phone.
But think about it. You have a 10-inch tablet in your pocket now.
Yeah, I know.
I could get an iPad and an iPhone.
But then you'd have to carry an iPad that you can't fold up and an iPhone. What if you could do that in your
iPad and a MacBook?
Well, what they need next is they need to make some sort of like omega thin keyboard and mouse. Because the whole point for me for this is that I can just have a little laptop in my pocket at all times.
Interesting.
Like a 10-inch laptop.
Yeah.
You can use obviously a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard with it, and it has DeX. I would like to see your DeX, Adam.
Yeah, now Adam's in.
Okay, I'm all in.
And,
wait, can I
like
like
it's like I have this huge screen, so I can plug it into a bigger screen.
No, but
can I like fold it so that two of the screens are a screen and the third screen is
you can't.
No?
The Huawei can do that, but that can't do that. Anyway, but it does have a really interesting form of DeX. So there's the traditional DeX where you plug it into a monitor and then you can use it as a second display, and it's like it's a 10-inch second display, so it's pretty big. But it also has a on-device DeX mode.
Yeah,
where
like
you
tablets.
enable DeX mode, and it becomes basically like the tablet where all apps become windowed. So you can just like throw apps around instead of it, taking up the full screen. They're all windowed. So it's sort of like what happens when you attach a Pixel to a display and it becomes like the Android on computer type thing, but it's just on your phone as a little tablet.
If you're still watching, yeah, you belong here. Subscribe.